There are many benefits to being self-employed, which could explain the dramatic 34% increase since 2008 and the spiking 80% increase just in 2020, which was influenced by COVID-19. Think of the work flexibility, not having to answer to a boss, getting to choose the work you want to do, picking your own hours and workload to earning more money. It almost sounds like the perfect life, but working for yourself has few drawbacks, and one of such is the struggle with self-discipline. Self-discipline is an important trait to develop. No matter your career level or industry, it's the key to achieving personal goals and career success. But still, many young adults find it difficult to stay disciplined even while working for themselves. The conversation we're about to witness is between a lost and tried self-employed youth and another self-employed youth who was lost but was privy to an experience that helped find his way back. Hi. Hey, what's up? Can you hear me? Can you hear me? Yeah, I can hear you loud and clear. All right, great. I'm really sorry I came late. Funny story. I've been working all night. I had to finish a deadline, and I knew I had this meeting, so I have to quickly just rush into the bathroom and get ready. I'm really, really sorry. It's all right. Again, thank you so much for allowing me to pick your brain. It means a lot to me. Yeah, cool. Just get to the point. Okay, yeah, sure. All right, so just like I discussed with you on Instagram. Okay. Again, I'm really, really appreciative. Thank you so much for agreeing to do this. I know you're a busy person. Yeah, sure. All right. So, as I told you on Instagram, I recently started this freelance life, and unlike my previous job where I had to work 9 to 5 or 9 to 6 every day for 5 days. Yeah, 9 to 6 for 5 days a week. I don't really have a pretty good schedule here for myself. As you can see, I feel so disorganized already. And now that I'm working from home, sometimes I work for continuous 16 hours, and sometimes I find myself, I haven't looked at a particular project in like 2 days. And, most of those times I'm even spending probably browsing Instagram, I'm checking for projects online, just doing random stuff. And sometimes, I probably just watch sitcoms and just be, just wasting time, in my own words anyway. And I know that to make, a self-employed person, one needs to have good self-control, but this is something I feel you probably have gone through before, because you always talk about, having to start up a freelance life for yourself. You quit a job. I just want to know, right? Has this ever happened to you before? How do you manage yourself? Does this get better after some time? Because right now, I don't understand how I can even feel more efficient with all these things I do. That's a lot you've actually talked about, and I feel you, and I understand. I think I understand to some extent what you're going through. Okay. And for me, right, this particular process, it took me 3 years to get into a rhythm that was productive and yet not draconian in nature, and most importantly, sustainable. Don't worry, I'll share some of these things with you, but it's great. Basically a combination of almost all the productivity articles, the books, the videos I've seen on productivity, plus trial and error has actually helped me get to a particular point where I feel I've gotten to a point where it's now convenient and things can move at my own pace. And, what really works for me is I'm not much of a morning person, but I know that my creative energy is at its peak, from the first 5 hours of waking up. And my energy begins to sag once I'm eating the 7th or the 4th, hour of work. So this is the key, basically, right? All right. I think the first thing I should tell you is this: don't ever depend on a to-do list. Write one, but don't depend solely on it. Instead, create a timetable in which You can assign your tasks depending or based on priority, difficulty, and energy.
I'm sorry, before you continue, can I just get a pen and a paper? Let me just put things down.
Okay, yeah, sure.
Okay. Yeah, I perfectly understand, but I think I'll still be more comfortable writing things down. You're a busy person, so you might not even remember to send this afterwards.
Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just get that quickly.
Thank you. Sorry.
My God, where is this pen? Where's this pen?
Yeah, I got it.
Yeah, we can go ahead now. All right, so welcome back. So the difficult gets things done. Like I was saying before, right? Instead, create a timetable in which you can assign tasks based on priority, difficulty, and energy. There's a different way I even assign it to my own, in my own notepads, but let me just put it like this for you. Now, difficult gets done first. Take note of that. Difficult gets done first, and it's usually, also important, and you feel amazing to get it completed and successfully because it is like the most difficult thing or the most important thing on your list. And then priority gets sorted in or slotted in during the morning, so I don't have to miss a deadline, and I have a timetable or I have a time available in the afternoon. Now, energy means do cerebral things early.
Great.
And leave emails and invoices, and etc. till later. Things that require less of you. So do them when you have less to give. And I do this daily, most times before I go to bed. So yeah, that's the very first thing I think you should do. Now the second thing is
sorry, can I ask you a question?
Okay.
Yeah. So you were talking about not having to-do list.
Yeah, exactly.
Do you have any resources that you feel can help? Maybe instead of to-do list, what is the alternative? What can I try?
Oh yeah, so there's a productivity daily tracker. Yeah, it's like it has a priority list and everything.
Oh, great. A priority list.
Yeah, exactly. Now the second thing is to create an accountability partner or create accountability basically. Now for me, this is me having a work best friend. I know WBF, like I call the person. This is someone I share what I must do with, and she does the same to me. And most times we shame and guilt ourselves for getting things done, and sometimes we quarrel, sometimes we argue, but being able to talk to each other allows us to get things done. So when you publicly declare your intent, it allows you to increase possibility of execution. For example, my podcast, when I wanted to start, I made an open declaration to some set of persons that I'm starting a podcast, and they told me, no problem, Dimeji, we'll keep you accountable. And that's what has sort of put me in check today.
Okay, so someone I can trust, right?
Yeah, preferably someone you work with.
It can be anybody. Okay, preferably someone I work with. All right,
cool. So the third thing now is I write down the purpose that drives every task. That way, if my focus is drifting, I can easily put myself back together into that particular thing because I remind myself not what I need to do, but why it matters. The purpose of a thing matters more than how. So if the purpose is solid enough and you've written it down or you've documented it, then it allows you to even get things done faster. Now, the fourth thing I can tell you now is that there's this rule called the get it done in 2 minutes rule. And it's a genius rule because if you can get it done in 2 minutes, then give it all your strength and get it done. Let it be out of the way. All those things that they say, those things that are silly as it can wait, all those things, actually do get them done. So if you can get them done faster, or while after you sort of put together every other thing, then this is an advantage to you. So, you can get ahead with that particular one. Now, number 5 is I start each day with a conversation with a human being. For example, I have someone I always chat with. Emojis or text, they do not count. Talk to somebody, someone you trust, someone you love, someone you respect. I find, this really easy because it sets me in the right frame of mind, and plus, often gives me new business ideas or a way of introducing networking into my day without it seeming craven.
All right.
These are things you just should naturally do. Just talk to somebody, be accountable, and at the same time, be able to express yourself. Like you were saying, you spent all night working. When do you even have time to go out and see friends? So once in a while, get healthy, let your well-being be okay. Social, spiritual, whichever way, just be okay all around. What point was I on?
Yeah, I think the last one was number 5.
Oh, okay. Yeah, the 6th one. So, thank you so much. Now, this should be the last one anyway. And it is, I always allow myself a guilty treat every couple of hours. And shamefully for me, it's, playing, PES on my PC. People feel it is strange that I'm always on my PC playing games, but it's a way of me sort of rewarding myself for good work done. Although I try to control not letting it go all the way. And trust me, I'm not a FIFA or PES guru. The people beat me like crazy. So yeah, but it's just a way for me to sort of let off the steam and just be fine and be okay. So I think that's pretty much it. And I think the last thing I can say now is, wait, is it like the one that you mentioned in your YouTube video where you said you have to have like a habit loop, like a queue? Oh yeah, exactly. So you remember. So yeah, that's exactly it. Habit loop. You can actually even see the video. Go and watch it again if you've not seen it. It will really help you.
Wow. Thank you so much for sharing all these things with me. I know on a normal day this is something someone will probably have to pay for, and you just allowed me understand this. I really appreciate it.
Cool.
Yeah, I also want to ask, like, do you have any program like any course that someone can take about productivity that will probably help get better with all these things?
Yeah, I have a program. It's called Procreative. It's just a way for you to sort of heighten your productivity, get more creative, simplify your life, and also earn from what you do. We actually started already, but you can still enroll.
Yeah, I would really appreciate that. As much detail as I can get about it. Yeah.
All right. So good luck, and thank you so much for asking the question. It's also an avenue for me to learn and understand better how my systems work. And maybe when I'm done with this entire video, I might decide to even put it out because there may be more persons who have questions like this and they don't understand how to go about it. So if you don't mind, I can actually put it out and make others, respond if they feel this way, or for people to even learn from it. So, awesome. Thank you so much again. I really appreciate you. Okay. Well, this time is actually has gone a long way, and you picked my brain enough. Yeah. All right, back to work. See you soon. Bye.